invocation to be given by Father Joseph Sobieszak of Holy Infancy Church, followed by the pledge of the flag.
Pardon me if I make a little commentary before the invocation. Being invited to give an invocation at City Councils is always an honor, but I always find it very difficult. I have to be not too Christian, not too Jewish, not Mohammedan, not Buddhist, as close to atheist as I can be without denying my own faith. So I will try this prayer. I hope I don't step on anybody's feet or offend anybody, but let us call upon the Creator of all in this prayer. You have endowed us with freedom, an ability to work together with one another for the betterment of creation. This past weekend, we celebrated two great feasts, the feasts of the birthdays of Washington and Lincoln. For us, these two great men showed upon us the most important features of our civic life. Liberty. George Washington fought for liberty from Britain. And justice. Abraham Lincoln fought for justice. We ask the blessing upon whoever's out there to look upon this council and give them the wisdom to always look for freedom and justice, which we pledge to our flag, so that our community, our tiny little community of Bethlehem, may do its part in this world. Amen.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please call the roll.
Mrs. Polinsky, present. Mr. DiGiacinto.
Present.
Ms. Dolan.
Present.
Mr. Donches.
Present.
Mr. Raschuti.
Present.
Mr. Reynolds.
Present.
Mr. Evans.
Present. There's a quorum. I'll call this City Council meeting of February 21st, 2012 to order. Approval of the minutes, February 7th, 2012. And stand approved. We will move to public comment. First public comment session is for comment on ordinances or resolutions to be voted on by council this evening under our regular agenda, subject to a 5-minute time limit. Anyone like to speak? We have one individual signed up. Mr. Antalix, you're signed up for the seat. First, under second courtesy. I'm sorry. Thank you. First courtesy of the floor, Mr. Grubb.
Dana Grubb, 2420 Henderson Place. You're going to be voting on a Keystone Communities Development Program grant. Tonight's meeting, and which by all accounts seems to be a really fine effort to revitalize that section of the city. But the one thing I noticed in reading the attached communication concerns the match. And in my time managing grants for the city, generally we would have defined what those matches were, not other local matching funds. And I would only caution council that as this project moves forward, that these funding sources be identified, since the city has limited financial resources, as we know. I think it's always important to know where the match will be coming from. And also, I did review the proposed budget book and didn't see anything in there for both the under the CDBG program and the non-utility capital account. So I'm not quite sure what other local matching funds means, how much of a match is required. But my experience always was that councils were very interested in having that information as they went through this support and approval process on grants. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Grubb. Anyone else like to address council on an item to be voted on tonight? On the first courtesy of the floor. Seeing none, we will move into the agenda. Old business, members of council. Upon the adjournment of this city council meeting and adjourned special City Council meeting will take place. That is an adjournment from the special City Council meeting that was held on Thursday, February 16, 2012 at 7 p.m. The purpose of the adjourned meeting is to fill the vacancy of the controller. Tabled items, unfinished business, there are none. We move to communications. Communication 5A, Council Solicitor, repeal of Article 738, regulating use of interactive wireless communication devices by persons operating vehicles.
Pursuant to the memorandum of February 9th from President Evans, Attorney Spadoni provides a drafted ordinance to repeal Article 738 that was adopted by City Council on May 19th, 2010.
The ordinance will be placed on the March 6th agenda. Communication 5B, Housing and Community Development Planner, Resolution, Redevelopment Assistance Capital Program, Lehigh Valley Health Network, Muhlenberg.
It is requested that the attached resolution be placed on an upcoming council agenda for consideration. The Lehigh Valley Health Network has been selected to receive $1.5 million towards the renovation of the emergency department. In order to receive the funding, the city must act as the applicant under the program on behalf of Lehigh Valley Health Network. There will be no financial commitment on the city's part for the project, but it will be necessary for the city to act as a pass-through for the funds.
The resolution will be placed on the March 6th agenda. Communication 5C, Director of Planning and Zoning, the Keystone Communities Development Program, Public Improvement Grants, implementation of the Eastern Greenway Vision Study.
Attached is a resolution to support the grant application for Keystone Communities Development Grant for public improvements in the South Bethlehem Eastern Gateway neighborhood. In October, the region received a $3.4 million HUD Sustainable Communities Grant that includes a $450,000 allocation for further planning and design in the Eastern Gateway target area. It is requested that the resolution be placed on the February 21st agenda for action.
Resolution 11D is listed on the agenda. We move to reports. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have Administrative Order number 1397. I hereby reappoint Basil Dolphin, MD, MPH, 2525 Black River Road, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, 18015. To the Civil Service Board, Engineers and Electricians. And this appointment is effective through February 2016.
And the resolution to confirm is sponsored by J. William Reynolds and Michael Raschuti.
Comments? Please call the roll.
Ms. Dolan.
Aye.
Mr. Donchez.
Aye.
Mr. Raschuti.
Aye.
Mr. Reynolds.
Aye.
Mrs. Bolinski.
Aye.
Mr. DiGiacinto.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Aye.
Thank
Passes
you.
7.
Administrative Order number 1398. I hereby reappoint Lee F. Snyder, 2651 Main Street, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, 18017, to the Civil Service Board, Engineers and Electricians. This appointment is effective through February 2016.
And the resolution to confirm is sponsored by J. William Reynolds and Robert Donchez.
Comments? Please call the roll.
Ms. Dolan.
Aye.
Mr. Donchez.
Aye.
Mr. Raschuti.
Aye.
Mr. Reynolds.
Aye.
Mrs. Bolinski.
Aye.
Mr. DiGiacinto.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Aye.
Administrative Order number 1399, I hereby reappoint Nick Nikolov, 545 Pine Top Trail, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, 18017, to the Fine Arts Commission. This appointment is effective through February 2015.
And the resolution to confirm is sponsored by J. William Reynolds and Robert Donchez.
Comments? Please call the roll.
Ms. Dolan.
Aye.
Mr. Donchez.
Aye.
Mr. Raschuti.
Aye.
Mr. Reynolds.
Aye.
Mrs. Bolinski.
Aye.
Mr. DiGiacinto.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Aye.
No further reports, Mr. President.
Thank you. Finance Committee report.
The Finance Committee met on Monday, February 13, 2012 at 7 p.m. in Town Hall. The committee recommended that City Council adopt ordinances for the following: amending General Fund Budget, Health Bureau, Grants and Gifts, amending non-utility capital budget, 2011 year-end adjustments, amending Community Development Budget, CDBG and Home Programs, 2011 year-end adjustments, and 2012 Guaranteed Revenue Invest, Digester System Project Sewer Plant.
Thank you, Councilman Reynolds. We move to ordinance for final passage. 7A, Bill number 1, 2012, amending Article 913, water rates and charges increase.
An An ordinance of the City of Bethlehem, Counties of Lehigh and Northampton, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, amending Article 913 of the codified ordinances entitled Border Rates and Charges, sponsored by Michael Bishop and Gene Gillespie.
Comments? Please call the roll.
Ms. Dolan.
Aye.
Mr. Donches.
Aye.
Mr. Raschuti.
Aye.
Mr. Reynolds.
Aye.
Mrs. Belinsky.
Aye.
Mr. DeGiacinto.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Aye. Bill number 2, 2012, amending Article 927, sewer rental increase.
An ordinance of the City of Bethlehem, Counties of Lehigh and Northampton, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, amending Article 927 of the codified ordinances entitled Sewer Rental, sponsored by Gene Belinsky and Karen Dolan.
Comments? Please call the roll.
Ms. Dolan.
Aye.
Mr. Donches.
Aye.
Mr. Raschuti.
Aye.
Mr. Reynolds.
Aye.
Mrs. Belinsky.
Aye.
Mr. DeGiacinto.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Aye. Bill number 2 passes. Bill number 3, 2012, guaranteed revenue note, Penvest.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the issuance of the City of Bethlehem's guaranteed revenue note series of 2012 in the total amount of $9,429,730, known as the 2012 note for the design and construction project of the city's digester system and waste activated sludge thickening improvements project. The 2012 note being issued through the Penvest program, which reimburses project costs advanced, authorizing an increase in the city's non-electoral indebtedness and other provisions of the ordinance, which is sponsored by Michael Raschuti and J. William Reynolds.
Comments? Please call the roll.
Ms. Dolan.
Aye.
Mr. Donches.
Aye.
Mr. Raschuti.
Aye.
Mr. Reynolds.
Aye.
Mrs. Belinsky.
Aye.
Mr. DeGiacinto.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Aye. We move to new ordinances. AA, Bill number 4, 2012, amending Article 135, Bethlehem Area Public Library Board of Directors membership.
An ordinance of the City of Bethlehem, Counties of Lehigh and Northampton, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, amending Article 135, Bethlehem Area Public Library, and the end of the contract by Freemansburg. The Council of the City of Bethlehem ordains that the following in Section 135.01 that reads as follows, which is the appointment of Library Board of Directors, shall be amended to read as follows in paragraph A. The Board of Library Directors is revised from 15 to 13. In paragraph B, the 9 members is changed to 8 members of the board shall be citizens of the city and shall be appointed by council on recommendation of the president of council. In paragraph C, Freemansburg is deleted to read, 1 member of the board shall be appointed by the governing bodies of the following municipalities: Fountain Hill, Hanover Township, Northampton County, and Lower Saucon Township. Bethlehem Township shall have 2 members appointed by its governing body. Bill number 4, sponsored by Robert Donches and J. William Reynolds.
Comments? Please call the roll.
Ms. Dolan.
Aye.
Mr. Donches.
Aye.
Mr. Raschuti.
Aye.
Mr. Reynolds.
Aye.
Mrs. Belinsky.
Aye.
Mr. DeGiacinto.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Aye. AB, Bill number 5, 2012, amending Article 1703, requirements and qualifications to obtaining licensing to perform electrical work within the City of Bethlehem.
An ordinance of the City of Bethlehem, Counties of Lehigh and Northampton, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, amending Article 1703, the codified ordinances entitled Requirements and Qualifications to obtain licensing to perform electrical work within the City of Bethlehem. The Council of the City of Bethlehem ordains that is stated in the ordinance, the amendments in subsections C, D, and F are to the definitions, section, which is 1703.01, section 1703.02, applicants' qualifications, applications, and examinations, subsection C, examinations, is amended. Section 1703.04, licenses and fees, subsection E, which is license renewal, is amended. Section 1703.08, non-licensed work, is amended. Section 1703.12, license board, subsection C, which is organization, is amended. Section 1703.13, owner performance is amended. Section 9 is a repealer. Bill number 5 is sponsored by J. Glenn Reynolds and Michael Raschuti.
Comments, Bill 5. Please call the roll.
Ms. Dolan.
Aye.
Mr. Donchez.
Aye.
Mr. Raschuti.
Aye.
Mr. Reynolds.
Aye.
Mrs. Blinsky.
Aye.
Mr. DiGiacinto.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Aye. 8C, Bill number 6, 2012, amending general fund budget, Health Bureau, grants and gifts.
An ordinance of the City of Bethlehem, Counties of Lehigh and Northampton, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, amending the general fund budget for 2012. The Council of the City of Bethlehem ordains that the total appropriations in the general fund budget be increased from $65,675,000 to $65,705,814. The allocations to be changed: temporary health injury prevention grant and TB program, and the source of revenue, City Health. Section 4 is a repealer. Bill number 6 is sponsored by J. Glenn Reynolds and Michael Raschuti.
Comments? Please call the roll.
Ms. Dolan.
Aye.
Mr. Donchez.
Aye.
Mr. Raschuti.
Aye.
Mr. Reynolds.
Aye.
Mrs. Blinsky.
Aye.
Mr. DiGiacinto.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Aye. 8D, Bill number 7, 2012, amending non-utility capital budget, 2011 year-end results, year-end adjustments.
An ordinance of the City of Bethlehem, Counties of Lehigh and Northampton, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, amending the 2012 capital budget for non-utilities. The Council of the City of Bethlehem ordains that total appropriations in the non-utility capital budget be decreased from $10,740,047 to $9,965,183. Section 2, the allocations are changed as stated in the bill for the 2011 borrowing, the 2009 general obligation note, the 2007 bond issue, and other revenue. Section 3 states the sources of revenue to be changed. Section 3 is the repealer. Bill number 7 is sponsored by Michael Raschuti and Jean Valinsky.
Comments on Bill 7? Please call the roll.
Ms. Dolan.
Aye.
Mr. Donchez.
Aye.
Mr. Raschuti.
Aye.
Mr. Reynolds.
Aye.
Mrs. Blinsky.
Aye.
Mr. DiGiacinto.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Aye. 8E, Bill number 8, 2012, amending community development budget, CDBG and home programs, 2011 year-end adjustments.
An ordinance of the City of Bethlehem, Counties of Lehigh and Northampton, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, amending the community development budget for 2012. The Council of the City of Bethlehem ordains that total appropriations in the community development budget be decreased from $6,091,250 to $5,346,853. Section 2 lists the allocations to be changed. Section 3 lists the sources of revenue to be changed. Section 4 is a repealer. Bill number 8 is sponsored by Michael Raschuti and David DiGiacinto.
Comments on Bill 8? Please call the roll.
Ms. Dolan.
Aye.
Mr. Donchez.
Aye.
Mr. Raschuti.
Aye.
Mr. Reynolds.
Aye.
Mrs. Blinsky.
Aye.
Mr. DiGiacinto.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Aye. Move to resolutions. 9A, authorizing use permit agreement for public property, American Association of University Women, Bethlehem Branch, 2012 Book Fair.
Be it resolved by the Council of the City of Bethlehem that the mayor and controller or other city officials are authorized to execute a use permit agreement and related documents between the city and the American Association of University Women, the Bethlehem Branch, for the use of the Memorial Pool building for the 2012 Book Fair from March 19, 2012 to April 30th, 2012. Resolution 9A is sponsored by J. William Reynolds and Michael Raschuti.
Comments? Please call the roll.
Ms. Dolan.
Aye.
Mr. Donchez.
Aye.
Mr. Raschuti.
Aye.
Mr. Reynolds.
Aye.
Mrs. Blinsky.
Aye.
Mr. DiGiacinto.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Aye. 9B, authorizing use permit agreement for public property, St. Luke's Hospital and Health Network, 2012 Boutique at the Rink.
Be it resolved by the Council of the City of Bethlehem that the mayor and controller or other city officials are authorized to execute a use permit agreement and related documents between the city and St. Luke's Hospital and Health Network for use of the municipal ice rink for the 2012 Boutique at the Rink for the duration May 1st, 2012 to June 4th, 2012. Resolution 9B is sponsored by J. William Reynolds and Robert Donchez.
Comments? Please call the roll.
Ms. Dolan.
Aye.
Mr. Donchez.
Aye.
Mr. Raschuti.
Aye.
Mr. Reynolds.
Aye.
Mrs. Blansky.
Aye.
Mr. DeGiacinto.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Aye. 9C, authorizing use permit agreement for public property, Celtic Cultural Alliance, St. Patrick's Day Concert.
Be it resolved by the Council of the City of Bethlehem that the mayor and controller or other city officials are authorized to execute a use permit agreement and related documents between the city and the Celtic Cultural Alliance for use of public properties and streets as stated in the resolution for the St. Patrick's Day Concert, duration March 15, 2012 to March 19, 2012. Resolution 9C is sponsored by J. William Reynolds and Robert Donchez.
Comments? Please call the roll.
Ms. Dolan.
Aye.
Mr. Donchez.
Aye.
Mr. Raschuti.
Aye.
Mr. Reynolds.
Aye.
Mrs. Blansky.
Aye.
Mr. DeGiacinto.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Aye. Resolution 9D, authorizing Keystone Communities Development Program Grant, Eastern Gateway Vision Study.
Whereas the city is authorizing the filing of a proposal for funds with the Department of Community and Economic Development, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, whereas the city is desirous of obtaining funds from the department in the amount of $500,000 for implementation of streetscapes and other public space improvements as described in the South Bethlehem Eastern Gateway Vision Study. Now therefore be it resolved that the city will assume the provision of the full local share of the project cost with the cooperation and participation of local partners and other related grants. The city will reimburse the Commonwealth for the state's share of any expenditure found by DCPD to be ineligible. The city clerk is directed to provide a certified copy of the resolution. Resolution 9D is sponsored by J. William Reynolds and Robert Donchez.
Comments? Questions?
Yeah, just similar to what I had asked earlier on the email. Again, do we definitively know where that match is coming from, where those funds are coming from?
Thanks on Ms. Heller. Oh, there you are. Thank you.
Yes, we do. Fortunately, we were able to be a part of a regional grant from HUD for sustainable communities. We've been granted $450,000 towards the Eastern Gateway. That's additional planning funds, which we can use for planning, design, and engineering. We can't use it for implementation. The grant that we're applying for now is, we'll match that. So we'll have funds for planning, and we'll also have funds for implementation. They do require some local funds. Ellen Larmer is with me here today. We work in conjunction with the Community Action Development Corporation of Bethlehem. And through Southside Vision, we'll be able to allocate another $100,000. And remember, this is a 3-year grant, so there's a portion of that per year. And we'd also like to put forth a recommendation for $75,000 in CDBG funds, which would be an allocation of $25,000 per year. But we do need to put some local funds in there, but in essence, we're getting nearly $1 million in state and federal funds for that targeted area.
Thank you. Any other comments? Thank you. Please call a roll on Resolution 9D.
Ms. Dolan.
Aye.
Mr. Donchez.
Aye.
Mr. Raschuti.
Aye.
Mr. Reynolds.
Aye.
Mrs. Blansky.
Aye.
Mr. DeGiacinto.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Aye. We move to new business. Councilman DeGiacinto.
Yeah, we are scheduled a Community Development Committee meeting on Thursday, February 23rd, 2012 at 7 p.m. at Town Hall. And that subject would be the vendor ordinance and other related matters to that ordinance.
Thank you. Councilman Raschuti.
Thank you. The Human Resources and Environment Committee will meet on Monday, February 27th, 2012 at 6 p.m. in Town Hall on the subject of candidates for the Human Relations Commission.
Thank you. Any other new business? We will move to public comment. This second session is for public comment on any subject with regard to city business or operations is subject to a 5-minute time limit. We have one person signed up for the second courtesy of the floor, Mr. Intalix. You'll begin. Thank you.
Officially, Stephen Intalix, 7% Ridge. Thank you. You've heard about this before, and looking at resolution number 2011-189, certificate of appropriateness under the provisions of the Act of the Pennsylvania Legislature, and concerning the issue at hand. I won't read everything on here, but I'll read a very significant portion of this. The majority of the commission also concluded, based on the 3-dimension drawing submitted on 10/24/2011, that the concentrator would be minimally visible from the street immediately around the building, except for Upper Montclair, which is up on 8th Street and Wyandotte Hill. The photograph that you have was taken 1/2 block away from the building in front of the post office. Also, I'm seeing imaginary images, but I see something on top of the building, which is contradiction of the resolution. Now, what do? Say, oops. He's got it up there, or she's got it up there. Oh, let it go. That's the easy way out. But you have a responsibility to the community. And to me, as I mentioned at the council meeting, I view this as some cancerous growth out of the body. It doesn't belong there. What is it doing? It's demeaning the image of the South Side. I respect the South Side. I live there. I would expect you to respect that. So, must it be taken down? If not, you're setting a precedent. And people come before you, give you plans, and then what happens is contrary to the plans, and nothing is done. That makes City Council a paper tiger and gives the impression to people in this situation that you don't care. I care. I think you should care. I think people on the South Side should care. So, in view of the drawing submitted and what is there, needs an investigation. In a school of engineering, there's a very famous cartoon that says what the customer ordered and what the customer got. And it goes from the order to review, to engineering, to manufacturing, to delivery. And it's of a swing with 2 ropes. And what the customer got, 2 different things. This is essentially the same thing. It's a very bad tasting cartoon. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Intalix. Would anyone else like to address council under the second courtesy of the floor? Public comment, yes.
Craig Wiseman, 460 Carlton Avenue. I see that I chose the wrong seat if I was going to come here to speak this evening. I would echo what was just said. As a resident of South Side, living 1 block from the building in question, I do remember when the council was granting final approval for the certificate of appropriateness. And as I recall, there were some questions from council regarding the visibility of whatever this was that was put up there. I think it was supposed to be some solar panels or something. And if I recall correctly, assurances were given apparently in the application, as was stated earlier, that this would be minimally visible only from certain places, Hill to Hill Bridge and that kind of thing. The reality is, as a resident there, when I saw it starting to go up, immediately I thought of that night at City Council when those questions were being asked, and I thought, wow, that is not minimally visible. In fact, you almost have to be standing on the stoop of the building going inside the front door to not see it. I see it from my front porch. You see it all around South Side. The issue for me isn't that you happen to see this thing. It's just not particularly attractive. And given the historic nature of the building it's on, it just is in no way in keeping the character of that particular building and within that particular neighborhood. I'm not sure what remedial action can be taken. Perhaps there is something within within policies and regulations of the city. If there is, I would urge you to take whatever action can be taken to remedy this situation. If remedial action isn't something that immediately you're thinking, oh yes, it's there, perhaps that could be researched to see if indeed it is somewhere deep in the recesses, somewhere in some arcane language off in the corner, but I would love to see something done about this.
Thank you, Mr. Wyman. Would anyone else like to address City Council under public comment? Ms. Pomgrantz.
My name is Mary Pomgrantz, and I live at 321 West George Street. I have been and will be opposed to the destruction of any historic building in this city, no matter what street or what side. I find it very, very disingenuous that when I asked for a copy of the dimensions and what this monstrosity would look like, it was not available. Now we can build cathedrals and palaces and magnificent hospitals years and centuries ago without all the technology that we have today. And yet, in the year 2011, no one was able to give me a drawing of the proposed, well, I can't even call it a thing, it's beyond a thing, it's a piece of junk. I must say, last meeting, I was taken aback. I would like to thank Karen Dolan for her interest in the preservation. After all, I am well preserved also, since I'm older than most of you. So you're going to destroy what I look like? Why are we destroying those things that make Bethlehem the city that it is? Now, I hope you know there's a second step. There will be another piece put up on the roof of the Flatiron building. It will be a wind turbine. Do you realize what that does to 100-year-old cement? What it does to my property across the street if the wind should fail or blow too hard or simply come down because it wasn't properly installed? I don't know what it takes to make some people realize that because something is old, it is not always valuable. But when you have an A.W. building, a unique type of building. We don't have many Flatiron buildings in this city, do we? And yet we go right ahead and say, oh, well, the gentleman from the Stone Soup Group, whatever it is, said, well, after all, we will be adding to the greening of the environment. And I thought very quietly to myself, honey, you are adding to the greening in your pocket, not the environment surrounding this property. What does it take for the city of Bethlehem to understand we are a unique city with a unique population? We have ethnic groups in this city that would not be found in such numbers anywhere in this country, let alone in this state. And yet we very blithely disregard preservation because, oh, it's only an old building. Oh my. Is that your attitude? I am sick at heart when I walk out of my house and I have to look at that thing destroying the look of 100-year-old architectural treasure. That is not progress. That is eminent domain. Only this time, it's a wall covered in sheep's clothing, and you have brought into the fairy tale. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Pomerantz. Anyone else like to address council under public comment? Okay, seeing none, this meeting is adjourned. The special city council meeting continuation will begin at 7:45, 10 minutes. This meeting is adjourned.